Hi people, how are you? Long time no see. I took like a mini break from my channel, so well, I'm back. Okay, without further ado, we are going to be talking about a book that I cannot be showing because I read it on my Kindle and I remove it, so the book is the first in the Parasitology trilogy by Mira, and it's called Parasite. And I think there's lots of things going on with this book. I mean, the main twist for me was kind of pretty obvious, so much so that I think that maybe the author wanted the reader to be able to figure out things before the characters did. And even though when I did finish this book, I was thinking I'm going to finish this book and I'm going to jump into another book that has nothing to do with the trilogy. But it didn't work that way. I mean, it's written in a way that when you finish it, you want to jump into the second one in the trilogy. So yeah, what is this book about? I mean, we are talking about a near-far future in which humanity is sharing their body with a parasite, a tapeworm. There's this big industry that has made this tapeworm kind of living being that you ingest like a pill, and it houses inside your stomach, I think, or intestines, and then it kind of makes this symbiotic relationship with the human being in the way that this tapeworm protects the health of the human being. You don't have to go to the health centers, you don't have to take pills, you don't have to watch out for the things that you eat or drink or whatever, because the tapeworm is going to keep you healthy. So, at the very beginning of the book, we have this woman called Sally. She has been dead. She had like this tragic accident, and she felt she was in a coma with serious brain damage, and the doctors weren't expecting her recovery, so they were telling her family to to stop artificially maintaining her life. When they're going to let her go, she comes back. This new Sally, it was like this before and this after. She is taken care of by SymboGen, who is the company that created the tapeworm, and they think it was because of her having this tapeworm, it was possible that she was brought back to life. But the thing is that she doesn't remember her life before the accident. It's like the memories that she had of her previous life, or who she was and the way she acted and everything, are kind of erased. So we have this woman, and I think that her point of view is very interesting, because she's going to the psychologist, she's doing everything that they're telling her, writing in this journal and whatever, and they are even thinking that maybe she remembers, but she pretends like she doesn't. But when you are reading her point of view, you realize that she doesn't, and sometimes it kind of is a burden for her, because everyone is expecting the old Sally, but she isn't that person. It's been 6 years, she remembers nothing, and it's like she is this new Sally. Even though she goes by the name of Sal, she doesn't use Sally. So for me, it was very interesting to see the relationships with the family, her sister and her parents, and how everyone keeps kind of comparing her to the older version, so to speak. And I think that Sal here, is a very interesting character, because you are following her through this new life that she's getting for herself. She has to learn how to move again, how to walk, how to talk, new expressions, everything. And she wants to be her own persona, and she knows that she was different before, but I guess that she wants people to stop comparing her to her older self. It doesn't matter what she does, there's always this kind of comparison, hanging over her head. And also she has to have this kind of mandatory visits to SymboGen, where they keep analyzing her body and her blood and everything. So in order to understand what happened to her, how it was possible that she was dead, brain damage, and that she came back, and what's going on with her body, and to check that her health and overall being is in perfect conditions. And she doesn't like to go there, and we're going to be following her in some of her visits, and we're going to see why she doesn't like to be there, and how SymboGen works and everything. I'm not going to reveal much more about the plot. Let's say that I do love Sal as a character. I love that we have dogs in the book, like lots of them. I love that she was in a shelter. And yeah, I left one very important part of the book out. Suddenly, people are turning into these sleepers. It's like the lights go out behind the eyes, and people are like very zombie-like, and begin attacking even beloved ones, and they don't know what's happening. Why is people acting this way? Why they acting like they hijack, zombie-like? What's going on? And in the middle of this illness, wherever it is, we have Sally, and everyone is turning to her, so to see if she can show some light. And yeah, I think it's very interesting to have this kind of thing, and I think it's very easy to guess what's happening. But yeah, I do love, as I was saying, to have this point of view of Sal as a character, because I do love her and I love her journey. She has a significant other called Nathan. I think that I love him as a character because he is unwavering about what he feels for her. He has known her as Sal. He has never known her as Sally. And I like how she always can count on him to be at her side no matter what. There were some things that bothered me a lot about the book, about, I don't know why SymboGen was on her back so much. I didn't know why a grown-ass adult had to be told what she had to do by her parents. I don't know why her parents had, like, this big power over her. You know why. I mean, they explain it to you, but why the parents go with it, and why they treat her like she was 6 years old. I mean, we get it. We know that she has been alive the second round for 6 years, but she's not a 6-year-old. She is a woman that has lost some time in a coma, and now she has come back. So sometimes the way in which the parents treat her, and the things like grounding her, taking her phone away, and all those things, is kind of irks me in one way. And there were moments in the book that I was like, come on, this is so unbelievable. I mean, you are asking me as a reader to take this jump of faith, but sometimes it was like, But overall, it was a very exciting read. I just had to know what was going on, what SymboGen was about, what the tapeworms could do or not, what happened to Sally, why she comes back from her coma, what is this sleepy walking zombie kind of sickness, and why it's affecting some people and not others, and what's going to happen. And yeah, overall, this was a very pleasant read, and I did love this book. So if you like great books with tapeworms being in symbiotic relationships with humans, I think this one is for you. So thank you for watching. Bye!